That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. And this is caught by C.J. Prosise. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Wilson. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. Myers' kick is good. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Back to you. I'm going back to you.
A final shot before the break, Watson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Going deep for Hopkins. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
On 3rd down, Watson. He's got Fuller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. The first down carry here for Johnson. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
Here's Watson. Man open, that's KiD complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 44-yard line. On first down, it's Johnson. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
He's checking.
Again, it's Johnson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. He's going to take off with it. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Being chased out left. He'll try and run it. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Now Wilson on first down. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Hey, pick your game up.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. From the gun on third down, Wilson. He hits his running back, Procise. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Throwing is Wilson, flushed out right. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Tighten up. Pull it together. Bang, bang. I'm 24. 22, jet, cover. 22, jet, cover. 59. 57.
On first down, it's Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Back now in Houston. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter.
Watch out. 57's the mic. Rock 57. You better be afraid of me.
On first down, Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Watson on first down. That's complete once again to Hopkins. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Again, it's Watson. Flush to his right. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. Deshaun Watson with his second touchdown of the afternoon, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. On for the PAT, KiD Fairbairn. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. He's got a first down and then some in midfield. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
12. 951. I'm here all day.
Now it's Wilson, eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Not only another first down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college. But I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks, we'll see this a little bit more often in the future.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Coming for him. Check 50. 51 the mic, boy. 51. Check.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
All day, just like that.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.